Right, then we are now officially 24 hours away from the rematch between Oleksandr Usyk and Tyson Fury. And yes, these are now my final pre-fight thoughts before the fight. I am, of course, Team Oleksandr Usyk, but I am going to stay neutral for this video, of course, giving my final pre-fight thoughts on how I believe the fight will go. So, yes, we are now here, 20th of December, the night before it all goes down. I do think Oleksandr Usyk will win the fight, but the weigh-in has just happened, and Tyson Fury is 55 pounds heavier than Oleksandr Usyk. Tyson Fury weighed in 19 pounds heavier than what he did last time. He's now 281 pounds. Oleksandr Usyk weighed in 3 pounds heavier than what he did last time. He's now 226 pounds. So that's an interesting factor, in my opinion, going into this fight. So Tyson Fury, I think, is very clear from his weight. He's going to try and go in there and try and blast Oleksandr Usyk out of there. Me personally, I don't see that happening. But there's also a chance that early on, Tyson Fury probably looks to go in there as a 282 man and looks to push the 226 man back. And, you know, that should happen, to be fair, you'd think. But Oleksandr Usyk's a different breed, if we're being real, though. So that's interesting. I think Fury's gonna try and put it on him early on, and Fury, if Fury can't get him out of there in those first 4 rounds, I think it's very worrying times for Tyson Fury. I do, and I can't see Fury being able to splat Usyk out of there in 4 rounds. Usyk's too smart defensively for that to happen, and I think Usyk, as the 226 man, knew that Fury was gonna pile on this weight. He probably knew that. So Usyk knows for a fact his cardio is going to be on a different level to what it was last time. And we know how great it was last time. But Usyk, I think, in a way, after that 9th round, he was probably more tired than he would have wanted to be. So I feel like Usyk's looked back at that and probably knows, I want my cardio to be a bit better here. So I think Usyk's cardio is going to be even better than it was in the first fight. And I think that's worrying for Fury. If this fight goes past 4 rounds, it's Usyk's fight to lose, in my opinion, unless Fury really has Usyk hurt. That's interesting, in my opinion. But we both know that both guys' recovery overall is very, very good. But, you know, it's going to be interesting, Fury coming in as the 282 man, because, you know, 19 pounds heavier than last time. He's going to hit harder. And it's going to be interesting to see if Fury sharpen up his jab, because I think that's a big thing that he probably would have needed to do for this rematch. And let's see how Usyk deals with the power of a 55 pound heavier man than him. But, you know, Usyk's never really been too hurt in his career before. He's never been dropped, and, you know, he's very smart defensively. And I think Usyk knew that Fury was going to try and this time come in, try and back him up and put him on the back foot. And I think that can only last for a few rounds. Fury, this is basically a career heaviest for him. There's a big chance that Fury tires out as the fight goes on. And Usyk is always the fitter man than you, no matter what. Even if you're both tired, Usyk's always the fitter man. That's dangerous stuff for Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury in that first fight got outworked as the fight went on. I think that for Tyson Fury, adding on this extra 19 pounds for him could be a real uprise for him, or it could be a massive downfall for him, in my opinion, because of how good Usyk is and how fit Usyk is, how he always puts his shots together, and how Usyk can always keep up a good pace for the whole 12 rounds. But I feel like we're going to see a different fight this time round. I think Fury's going to try and come out and take those early rounds, as I've said. But as the fight goes on, Usyk's going to grow his way into it. And I honestly think that Usyk could stop Fury, because if Fury... I feel like Fury could be more difficult to hurt, but as the fight goes on, he's going to be more tired, and, you know, how's Fury going to deal with being this heavy? But if you think about it, though, Fury and his team must be very confident to being able to get Usyk out of there early, because, you know, if you're this heavy against Usyk and you're possibly really tired against Usyk, you're in big trouble if you can't get him out of there in those first 4 rounds. What's going to happen to Fury as the fight goes on and he possibly realizes, after that fourth round, I couldn't get him out of there. What am I going to do here? Because Usyk's only going to start grubbing his way into the fight even more, and he's going to be able to keep a good pace as well. So that's the worrying thing for Tyson Fury. For Oleksandr Usyk, I think that, as I said, his cardio is probably going to be even better this time. I think adding on that extra 3 pounds is, wanting that extra little bit more power possibly to try and put Fury on his ass actually this time. And I think that there's a good chance that could happen. I think that this time Usyk's going to focus on more accuracy if he has Fury hurt instead of going all out for it. He's not going to tire himself out as much. I feel like Usyk's going to stay more composed if he gets Fury in a situation like he had him in the 9th round in the last fight. Usyk's going to stay more composed this time and put his shots together better, pick his shots better, and that could be a real good positive thing for Oleksandr Usyk in the fight, in my opinion. And I think that's what he's going to do. Usyk, from that very last one, would have gone back, looked at his mistakes, and thought, this is what I've got to do. But yeah, with Fury piling on this weight, he's going to really look to try and make Usyk feel every part of his weight. He's going to be trying to grab hold of him, lean on him a lot. But also as well, I think a possibility of how Fury could approach this fight is, jab, clinch, leaning on him a lot and, trying to get in a few cheeky shots in there as well, though. But as Fury's trying to grab him and tie him up, Usyk, can try and get the fight in the pocket and keep it there and really target that body, try and land some big shots. That's interesting again. So Usyk, I think, probably knows Fury's going to try and use his weight more this fight than he did last time. And Usyk's going to try and use that to his advantage. Usyk's going to try and use Fury's advantages to his advantages. And that's what I think Usyk's going to do now. Fury's gained this extra 55 pounds. Usyk's going to use that to his advantage as the fight goes on. So it's interesting stuff. The extra 19 pounds gained for Tyson Fury is either going to really help him or it's going to end really badly for him, in my opinion. It's really interesting now, but you never know. The power of Fury, now he's gained that extra 19 pounds with that extra 55 pound difference. You never know. That could be something that troubles Usyk. Let's wait and see. Anyway, I'm going to wrap it up here. Thanks for watching. Peace out.